Hey everybody, Jerry here. I may have come up with a possible solution that needs further testing, but how is it that I had such a big inversion this week? Um, it was a perfect inversion. I showed a curve that had a low during the high period and a high during the low period for a grand total of minus 227 pips for the week. On a post on August 5th, number 9496. So I've been working on what's up with that. One of the things that I've been using now for getting my data is the FXCM historical data downloader, and 10 months of data. So I just downloaded data ending August 3rd, so the week before this disastrous week for me. And stepping the start date back 10 months, and that gives me a little over 10,000 bars using ask data 30-minute bar in an MT4 file format. So here's a virtually perfect curve that goes up to late Tuesday. Any place in here would have been a nice long until that period, and then short until the end of the market on Friday. This is a Q spectrum now. So let's see. I ran Spectrum Analyzer, and let me pull that up here. And as you know, I've been focusing on these longer cycles because they give me this idea of one nice curve of picking out a low point or a high point for the week and reversing, trying to keep it simple and not jump around entering and exiting. And when I did that last week and focused on maybe 1180 or so, 1168, I would have to see, well, anyway, it gave me that opposite inverted curve. So then I took another look at this, putting in this data that goes up till August 3rd. There's no data here, okay? Clicking this button shows that there's absolutely nothing here. And I see this cluster here. This is the high peak at 625, and I thought, what if I took 3 of these peaks clustered around the highest peak, kind of anything after 500 bars, and ran that. So that's what I did. Let me pull in this. So I did a Q spectrum run from 530 bars up through 850, and then went over to auto selection and clicked auto selection, and it picked out these peaks here. It ignored that for some reason, and fine with me. And next, by default, it sets it for 4 overtones, and what that looks like is a bit of a bouncy wave, which again, I'm not interested in. So, but I could see that it was getting closer to the idea of a rising market up into this midweek period and then fall. So if you come over to modify cycles and go down to 1 overtone and click all, that pretty much nails it. Okay, so this is a technique that bears some more looking into. I'm going to keep back testing and see how that goes. Let me just show you that chart again. So if I had gone long until Tuesday at this point right here, and then shorted from here to here, we would have had 42 plus 192, so about 230 pips, so I would have had the exact opposite situation. Okay, that's it. See you in the next video.